Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be doing a foundation and skin prep set declutter video and organization. I'm going to organize my drawer. I just have a lot of old foundations that I should probably get rid of. So I'm finally letting you guys into my foundation drawer. I've been putting this one off for a while because I just frankly don't want to organize them, but I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm filming this video, because it holds me accountable. So yeah, I put all primers, setting powders, setting sprays, foundations, and concealers in the same drawer. So yeah, if you want to see an organization and declutter video, I am going to do a little overhead and you can just keep watching for that. Hello my friends, I am now behind the camera and let's just get into organizing my drawers. I'm really no BS today. Usually I'm so chatty in my intro and everything. Apparently not today. Also, I'm not wearing my ring because my hands have been getting really irritated with the cold weather and all the hand washing I've been doing because of the pandemic. So I just took it off because I was getting a little bit of redness and irritation there, as you can see. So nothing happened. I'm just not wearing it today. So let's get into it. I think I'm going to start with foundations. Okay, so let's just start with these. I do have a couple more that I want to talk about, but they won't fit in the frame. So we're just going to start here. Definitely keeping the beauty blenders. This is my favorite foundation of all time. I use the shade 1.3W. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm going to keep this one. Same thing, but this is in the shade 1.20. This one I can get away with in the winter, so I'm going to keep it and try to use it up this year. It is a little bit pink tone for me, but the paler I get, the better I can pull this off. So I might try to get rid of this this winter and try to use it up. Next up, we have Too Faced Born This Way. I do like this one. It's not my favorite. It's a little bit dewy for my taste. I guess I do like it. It is also really pink toned. I have the shade Snow. Yeah, I don't know. I'll use it up. Maybe I'll try to do that again this winter. It is a bit pale for me right now, I think. But in a few months, this will be much better of a shade for me, and then I can try to use it up. Also in the winter, I do get some dry skin. Not dry, but drier than in the summer, obviously. So that would be a good time to use this up. Okay, next up we have the Born This Way Matte. I love this one. This one is so good. I have the shade Swan, which is lighter than the shade Snow, but this one is more yellow toned, so it kind of suits me better. Again, probably more of a winter thing. If I'm feeling a little dry, I can always add some oil or like more of a hydrating primer. I can adjust to make this work for me, so I really like this foundation. I like this more than the original Born This Way, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I actually have two pretty fresh foundations here. I do have a video on these tinted moisturizers. I'll link it in the cards up above. I don't like these anymore. I've just kind of grown out of it. It's not been something that I reach for. I usually like something more full coverage. I think I did give these a good review, and I don't think they're bad products at all. First of all, ew, like it's been sitting in my drawer pretty much since I got it. I have the shade Fair 4N and Fair 2W. Yeah, pretty good shades, honestly, for me. I did find myself when I did use these, I mixed these two to get kind of more the yellow undertone in here and to get the depth of this one. Depth. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit darker. But I'm gonna get rid of these. Not because they're bad and I don't like them. I don't mind them, that's for sure. Just because I don't reach for them and they've been sitting here for forever. So I don't think I'm gonna use these ones up. So these have got to go. Next up, I just got this foundation from Rare Beauty. I got this like last week, so this is definitely staying. I got the shade 160C. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Okay, whatever. It's the shade 160C. It is too cool tone for me, like way too pink. Not a great shade for me, but I'm gonna try and like manipulate it to make it work. I've only used this once. I did like it. I don't think I loved it though. But again, I've only used it once. So I'm gonna try it out more before I actually like make a decision on how I feel about it. But yeah, this is brand new, so I'm keeping this. This foundation from LYS, this is the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. This is in the shade LG3. I love this. If you've seen any of my videos, I use it quite often. That being said, it is a bit dark for me for the winter, so I'm hoping to get some final use out of this while I still have a little bit of color. If you want to see my review on this foundation, I can link into the cards up above as well. I love it. It's my favorite glowy foundation, hands down, so definitely keeping this one. Next up, we have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is a bit too light of a shade for me, but I do really enjoy this formula. I think this is the shade Alabaster. Let me confirm. I do really like this product. It's just really pale for me and it's really old and I haven't gotten a ton of use out of it. Well, I have. I'd say it's about like half full. I do really like this formula. Again, it's more full coverage. I would definitely consider repurchasing this, but I'm going to get rid of this one in particular just because it is so old. I should probably start being more careful about expired products going on my skin, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Another one I'm getting rid of, this is the Milk Hydro Flex. What is this even called? Flex Foundation. I have the shade Creme. This was okay. I did do a review on this one too. Again, I'll link it in the cards. I did like it at the time, but the more I used it, the more I didn't like it. That's why it's important to not take first impressions at face value, because over time, this really didn't work for me and I didn't really enjoy it. So this is definitely going. Every time I use it, I just feel so greasy. Like it feels like heavy and greasy on the skin. This is not for me personally. So I will be getting rid of this one. I've been keeping it around because I'm like, no, it's still pretty new. And it has a really strong sunscreen smell, which I'm not a huge fan of if I'm not using sunscreen. So yeah, for those reasons, this is going to leave my collection finally. Next up, I have this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This was gifted to me by my friend so I could test it out. She only had like that much left, so this bottle's pretty much empty. I did like this okay. I don't think enough to purchase my own bottle, but it was pretty good, but it's basically empty, so I am going to get rid of this one. Thank you so much, Hannah, for letting me try the remnants of your foundation. I really appreciate it. Next up, I have this one by Makeup Revolution. It's the Conceal and Define in the shade F1. I do really like this foundation actually, but I don't love the applicator. It has the same applicator as like the Rare Beauty one, where it's like a sponge tip, and then you spread it on your face, ew, and then dip it. There's like a hair on it. Well, I'm getting rid of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Spoiler alert, I'm not keeping this one. This one is just too old, again, with the applicator. If it was a pump, maybe I'd consider purchasing it. Or no, keeping it, sorry. I would repurchase this. I really do like it. But just the applicator on it kind of freaks me out a little bit. And I don't want to keep it. I don't use it anymore because of the fact that I think of all of the bacteria that's growing in there, and I don't want to put it on my face. So I have been keeping it just for like nostalgia because I do like it, but I can just buy another one. So yes, we'll be getting rid of this foundation, even though it is good. I have two Fenty Beauty foundations. I'm like really torn on what to do because I'm pretty sure I got these around the time that Fenty launched. Don't come for me, I know that's super old. I haven't used these for a while, so I should get rid of them, but I'm just so nostalgic and I want to use it up. But will I use it up? That's the question. Probably not, if I'm being honest with myself. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these. I shouldn't keep things for nostalgia purposes, and I can always buy a new one if I miss it. But these are really old, so I should probably get rid of them. That makes me sad. I don't want to, but they gotta go. Another one that is definitely going, this is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I was gonna see if anyone wanted this that's in my life, but it is kind of old. I hate this. I treated myself and I was like, everyone loves this. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna find like my holy grail foundation. I'm gonna love it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Every time I use it, I'm like, wow, my skin looks brutal today. This is going for sure. Can't stand it. I'm glad it's gone. Next up, we have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. I think I'll keep this one. Yeah, I do like it. I did a sponsorship with them over on my Instagram. I'll leave the link to my Instagram down below if you want to check it out. Yeah, I did a sponsorship with them because I do like this foundation. I don't reach for it a ton, but it's still like fairly new. So I'm going to try and get some good use out of it before I say goodbye to it. And lastly, we have the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is super old. This needs to go. As you can see, it's looking super grimy. So I will be getting rid of this one. I did really enjoy it while it lasted though. I got a lot of use out of it when I first got it, not so much recently. So that's another reason that I can say goodbye to it, but I did really enjoy it when I was using it. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna move on to powders and setting sprays. Okay, first one that is going, this should come as no surprise. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Powder. This is going. I hate this. I said in my project pan that I was gonna get rid of it and it's just been sitting on my desk. So now this time I'm actually gonna get rid of it. This is going. I don't like this. Goodbye. Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Chef's Kiss, adore this, keeping it for sure. It's also my only other translucent powder, so I kind of have to keep this one. Setting my face is definitely a necessity for me personally. Okay, so this powder foundation from Cloven Hollow is gonna go. I don't think I've ever used this. Well, no, I definitely have. That's not true because there's brush strokes in it, but I don't know if I liked it or didn't like it. I never reached for this and it's really old. So this is going. This is my Urban Decay Stay Naked The Fix powder. This is super grimy. You can see my nasty fingerprints all over it, but I love this thing. I will be keeping it. I use it almost every time I do my makeup. This Lock-It powder by KVD I also really like. Again, very grimy because it's been in my makeup bag. I do really like it, so I'm going to keep this one. I kind of go back and forth between this and the Urban Decay one. It comes and goes in phases, so I'm definitely going to keep this one for when I go back to the KVD phase. Now onto setting sprays. This one is going. This is the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. This nozzle is just super duper clogged and it spits at your face, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This nozzle has also been spitting at me. I'll see if I can show you. Oh. It's fixed. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I'm gonna keep this then. The nozzle seems to have repaired itself and I really like this, so I want to use it up. I think all of these other ones are also gonna stay. This is the, it's not the Face Food by Graydon. I did really like that product. However, this is the Fenty, what is it? What's it called? Fenty What It Do Face Mist. It arrived at my door broken. UPS broke the bottle and this one was almost gone and the nozzle's really nice. It has a very nice mister. It's like very delicate. And I really wanted to try the Fenty one. So yeah, I just put it in here and it's been working great for me. So I'm going to keep it in here. And yeah, this one's staying. These two will also be staying. This is the 4-3 Beauty Glisten Up Illuminating Mist. I've already used up one of these. I'm just keeping this one because I'm trying to change it up. I don't want to use two of the same setting spray consecutively, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. I just want to get some more use out of other things, but I do really like this one. So this will be staying for sure. I'm also going to keep this one. This one's supposed to be energizing. I don't know what that means, but I really like the 4-3 sprays in general, so I'm going to keep both of them. I'll probably just keep them in the drawer for a little bit while I work through some other sprays, but I do really like this one anyway. I don't think I've really tried this one much, but they're both staying. I have had this for way too long, it feels like. Should I put this in a project pan? Maybe I should. The makeup hoarder in me really wants to keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it and I'm gonna try and use it up. Maybe I'll put this in like a project pan in November or something like that. This is gonna stay because I don't have the heart to get rid of it yet. I got it at the Makeup by Mario masterclass, so I kind of have a little bit of an attachment to it for that reason. It's just nostalgia. Okay, next up, let's move on to some primers. Okay, let's get started. First one, this one's easy. This is by Pop Beauty. It's the Zero Shine Prime Mattifying Primer. I did like this, I just never reached for it and it's getting kind of gross, so this is definitely gonna go because it's just taking up space. Another one that will be going, this is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I hate this. It feels terrible on my skin. It's just been sitting in my makeup bag because I keep saying I'm gonna use it up. Hello? Yeah, I don't like this. This is going. I don't really like Hourglass complexion products. I haven't really had any good luck with them, so yeah, no point in keeping this around. This one by Peachy, this is the Vitamin C Brightening Priming Oil. I do really like this, so I will be keeping this. I remember trying this one from Burt's Bees, but I really don't remember how I felt about it. I think I liked it, so I'm going to try it again. I want to try it a few more times, and I'm going to keep this one. I also want to keep it because it's decently new. I've actually been really enjoying this primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, just like the pink one that's supposed to dupe the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I have been seriously loving this, so this is definitely staying. I pulled this product out of my kit. It got a little dirty. Oops. I pulled it out of my kit because it just wasn't getting any use, so I'm thinking about using it. I put it in my kit because it was Laura Mercier, but I didn't find myself reaching for it because I don't know the product very well. Like, I'm not super familiar with how it works and what foundations look good with it, so I just kind of avoided the experimentation on other people. So I'm going to test this out myself, and if I do really like it, I can repurchase it and put it back in my kit. But yeah, I just pulled this from my kit like a couple weeks ago, so this is definitely staying. The rest of these are staying. I really like the primers that are in my collection right now. I'm going to be keeping these two. I'm going to try and use them up. Maybe I'll even put them in my bathroom. I'll put one in my bathroom so I use it for like a skincare moisture booster type thing. I don't notice a huge difference with these, but they do moisturize nicely and provide a nice base. They don't make my makeup stay on any longer or anything like that, but I do like these, so I am going to keep them and try to use them up. This label has completely rubbed off. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. I don't know if this should be considered a primer or an illuminator. I kind of use them as both. I'm gonna keep it in the primer drawer, I guess. We'll definitely be keeping this. I'm obsessed with this. This is amazing. I don't love the doe foot applicator. I wish it came in a pump, but I love this. And also, I think I saw that Charlotte Tilbury is officially cruelty-free again. So there's been some back and forth with their cruelty-free status. I think they're cruelty-free. I'll have to double check. I'll put a little text like right here or something. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this because it's already purchased and I just absolutely adore it. And finally, I have this LYS Think Bright Glow and Hydrate Serum. Really, really like this. I used this in one of my last videos. I'll link it in the cards up above. This is a really nice one. I only tried it the once though, so I need more use out of this. This is like a week old, so I'm definitely keeping it. And finally, let's do some concealers. I didn't realize how many concealers I actually had, so let's go through these. This one is definitely staying. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I really enjoy this. It does get a little bit creasy on me, but I still really love it. It has beautiful coverage and a beautiful finish, so this one I will definitely be keeping. Okay, next up we have this Kylie concealer. what is it? Skin concealer, I think this was called. I'm getting rid of this. I don't even know if it's available anymore since she rebranded. I did like it. It was a little bit creasy for my taste, but the color was really good for me and I did get some good use out of it. I enjoyed it. It's really old, so it's time to let it go. Colourpop Pretty Fresh. I actually don't like this concealer very much. The whole Pretty Fresh line is just not for me. Besides the setting spray, I do really like that. I think I liked the primer too. Anyway, the concealers are just not my thing. Oh, there's a little rhinestone on there. We'll be getting rid of these. They're just not my favorite. Another one by Colourpop, we have the No Filter Concealer. I don't even know if I like this because look how white it is. That is the most pale concealer I've ever seen in my entire life. So I don't think I've ever used it. Like I can't get away with that. Not even in the winter. Oh, I can't close it. There we go. Like that's not even a winter shade for me. Definitely not. So if you're really fair, maybe try Colourpop. I know they have like a pure white one as well. We'll be getting rid of this. It just obviously didn't work for me. Next up we have the Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution. This will also be going. It's just really old. I did really like it though. I don't know if I'd repurchase it. I'd probably rather buy the foundation. So yeah, this is going. I have a bunch of good concealers, so I don't need this one and it's really old. This one by Laura Mercier I will be keeping. I have a video on it. I really like this one. I think it was a good one and I want to get some more use out of it, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it. Another one that I'm going to be keeping, this is the Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer. I don't love this as much as I love the foundation. It's fine. It's just, it's a little bit texture emphasizing, I guess. So I will keep this because it is new and it's a good shade for me, but it's not my absolute favorite. Like I don't think I'll repurchase this once I get rid of it. Another one is the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. I don't remember how I feel about this, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. I just have too many concealers that I want to go through and I don't see it happening with this one. This one by Rare Beauty I'm definitely keeping, again in the shade 160C. It is still a pretty cool tone for me, pretty pink, but that's okay. I think I can still get some use out of this, so since it's brand new I'm obviously going to be keeping it. This one by Tarte, Classic Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. I think it's just too pale for me and it's almost gone and it's really old, so I'm gonna get rid of this. It was in my project pan and then I started using it and I was like, oh, this is way too light, so I think this is going. I have these two e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. I'm gonna get rid of this one and I'm gonna keep this one. This is the shade Light Peach and this is the shade Medium Peach. This looks like it's more my shade. This one looks too light and pink, so I'm going to use this one. I'll try to get some good use out of it before I say goodbye. It is a little bit old, but I just feel like I didn't get as much use out of it as I was wanting to. Okay, so I have finished organizing my collection. Now I'm going to put it away in my drawer. Okay, so I have this acrylic organizer and I kind of want to see what will fit in here. I have no idea how I'm going to make this work, but let's try it. Okay, obviously I'm not the best at organizing. This isn't an organization channel, but I think I did an okay job. It was kind of hard to make things fit. So yeah, we have concealers, primers that'll fit, and powders. I think those are all the powders that I've kept. Yeah, so all my powders in here and then the poreless putty because I couldn't fit it anywhere else. And I think that's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it back into my drawer. Don't mind the stains. It's staining, it's not dirt. Okay, so this is how my drawer turned out. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. It's a lot more organized than it once was, that's for sure. So I feel like I will be able to pull things a lot easier and I'll be able to get more use out of more of a variety of products. I do have these two back there, those two setting sprays, but I think I'm going to pull both of them for a project pan. So I'm hoping to get those gone so that they're not hiding back there, because I could see how that would become an issue and they just kind of sit back there and I would forget about them. But I think I'm gonna pull them for a project pan type deal. So yeah, this is my new foundation, concealer, powder, primer drawer. I think it looks pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, bye. And that is everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.